Hi Aries, this is going to be a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and it's a Do They Miss You spread, okay? So this is obviously not going to be for those of you who are in really good relationships right now, and probably, well, you know what, let's see what kind of messages we get, because I do want to just give you a heads up. In tarot, when we do relationship readings, when you're in a relationship, your energy is very enmeshed with the other person. So it's very difficult for the energies to decipher one person's energy to the next. It's just simply the way it is in tarot. We can meditate all we want, as I do. I sage, I meditate, and I focus on the archetype of Aries partner, right? But a lot of times the energies get mixed up. So just keep that in mind as you're watching, and just understand that this is more about seeds of thought and potential that can happen, okay? So we're going to start with getting you guys a crowning energy for your situation together as a couple from the Black Moon Tarot, okay? Let's see what we have that comes up. Lunar eclipse, okay. Lunar eclipse, change. All right, you guys are a cardinal sign, right? And you were very affected. Many of you were very affected, right? It was a crazy month in July. Very affected by this Cancer Capricorn eclipse. So the lunar portion of it was in Capricorn in mid-July. Lots of changes, lots of changes. But let's pull an advice card for you. This is just for Aries, okay? Listen to the oracle advice just for Aries. Just for Aries, please. Okay. Building blocks. Beautiful. All right, so let's talk about these energies. And then once we're done with this, we're going to pull some right away to get a snapshot of what happened in the past, where you guys are currently, some challenges, the outcome, and then at the end, a yes/no card. If they miss you, and if there is a chance that you guys are going to be getting back together, okay? So let's talk about the lunar eclipse first. So guys, changes, you know, this is all about changes. The lunar eclipse is all about changing the way you see things, changing the way you look at things. But there is this idea here that the situation that happened between you and your partner, it was evolving over time, kind of like underneath the surface, because this is like a revolutionary kind of change. Huge shifting. It was brewing, and then whatever happened that ended, even though it was very shocking in the moment when it happened, I'm getting here that this was a buildup over time, you know, and there was like this bubbling over. But I am getting here, because this is about the, you know, this is like a lot of moon energy here, and the moon is all about emotion. So I'm getting that. Okay, this is either going to resonate with you or it's not, okay? Because I'm getting a very specific message here where somebody wants to revisit this relationship, but in a whole different way, a different level of approach completely from where you guys were before. One of you is going to be very surprised by this. The other one, not so much. But regardless, this indicates this union being thrown off balance, continuing to be thrown off balance. I am getting that whatever happened to create the demise of this relationship or the devolving, something had to do with someone feeling taken advantage of or taken for granted, okay? But it being the result more of a very poor communication and the desire to press the reset button. But in any event, you know, the effects of this energy typically happens within the 6-week period, right? To be completed within a 6-month period. So for those of you who are not together right now, I am getting, do not be surprised if there is some sort of revisiting to this union. And I could hear a bunch of you already saying, hell no, I just want to know if they miss me or not. Well, I have to give you the messages that I'm getting. Doesn't mean it's going to work, but there is definitely going to be this revisiting in a different way, starting around the next 6 weeks, but not completely culminating over until the next 6 months is what I'm getting. But regardless, there is a lot of change going on here that you guys, you've been going through already, but it's like continuing. This is continuing. It's just, it's kind of like not stopping. And then we have the building blocks. So, you know, look, this is about you really getting in touch, you Aries, with the way you think and the way you perceive life up until now. And is the way you're thinking, does it still serve you? You know? Because now you're making changes that are going to affect everything in your life in a very positive way. And I see you guys really just trying to get your act together post this relationship. I really do, where you're attracting new relationships into your life right now, and you're trying to solidify the ones that you already have by building them on stronger foundations, you know, of honesty and humility and communication and just a genuine desire to get to know one another. So it's like you're moving toward laying the groundwork for a relationship with a firm footing that's going to ensure, you know, that it can withstand the test of time. Because I'm feeling like you didn't have this in your last relationship, and you're very aware, and you're very focused on why things didn't work and why things culminated in the way that they did. Now, I do have to say that in this energy, long-standing relationships are repaired and strengthened, and you and the other person are stronger, wiser, and more powerful, you know, together as a unit as a result of this. But there's a slow energy to the building block, you know, just so that you know. I mean, it's not like happening right now in 5 minutes. There's this slow energy. So that kind of does align with what we were just saying to me about the lunar eclipse and the changes happening. But now is really the time where, even while you're on your own, right, in this space where you guys are separated, where you're really honest with yourself to address the cracks in the foundation of your life in general. So this is you getting really very real with yourself and just understanding, like I said before, like, where are you at with your values? You know, maybe your values have changed and it's time to strengthen your convictions and let go of things that no longer serve the vision that you have for your life. Or, you know, or now is a great time to recognize where maybe you chose to ignore signs and situations that you were involved in. You know, were you ignoring red flags in your relationship? You know, do you have a tendency to do that? It's about being honest, right? I mean, we all do that from time to time, but this is really about removing the rotten pieces, right, in your life and reinforcing your core moral strength and integrity. Rigorous honesty, you know, in an attempt to upgrade your consciousness. So you're going to be really happy that you do this when you do it, because from there, then you can move forward in any of your relationships in a very solid way. And that's what I'm feeling very much like. Aries, you guys are very ready for the change. Just very ready for the change for sure. Yeah. All right, so let's pull some cards, some Rider-Waite. Messages, Aries, regarding this relationship. Aries, any messages? Messages? And guys, this doesn't mean that you want to get back with your person. This could just mean that you still have feelings for them. And sometimes it helps to hear seeds of things to help us just work through so that we have closure, you know? All right, so this is the past, world reverse. Okay, the sun reverse. Wow. All right. You guys are very much in love with each other, though. Okay, so that's right now. 7 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Okay, these are challenges. Outcome. Look at that outcome. Okay. Outcome. Okay. I'm kind of liking this for you. All right, and we'll pull some clarifiers as we go along. All right, so we're starting off with the world reverse. So what this tells me is that, sorry, I just dropped my glasses. What this tells me is that your partner really saw you as someone who they could really have their ultimate desires with. I mean, and what does that mean? Just the life that they saw for themselves. They saw you as being a part of it. The fact that it's reverse only tells me that when you guys met, you had this connection, but that there was some sort of delay. Both of these cards, these are, by the way, the 2 most positive cards in the tarot deck. the sun, even though it's reversed, they're both positive, even though they're reversed. Both of them in the reverse indicates delay and things just getting in the way of you guys being able to get to where you want to go. Now, the delay could have to do with a lot of things. It could have to do with one of you having very deep-seated insecurities. It could have to do with a job. It could have to do with not having enough money. It could have to do with one of you still being in a relationship that's very unhealthy and over, but still one of you haven't physically pulled yourself out of it yet. You know, obviously it's going to be different for all of you, but it's this idea of recognizing absolute beauty, really feeling connected on a very soul level, really seeing in each other this life that you each wanted for yourselves and to have together, you know. And this is what I'm getting in the past. But now something had to happen to bring it to this Seven of Cups energy reverse, because the Seven of Cups energy is all about, okay, you don't have all the answers, and it's a little scary to not have the answers, because the way the Seven of Cups are emotions, right? And they're not solid emotions, right? Because they're up in the clouds, first of all, and we don't have all the answers. We have a lot of answers. We know a lot. We know about, you know, blessings, where our blessings are, our higher consciousness, our wisdom, our utopia, our abundance. But these two, with the skull and the baby dragon, we don't have all the information on those yet. And those are the two cups that can be a little scary, right? So, because we don't have all the information. But it's this willingness to really think through the choices and try very hard to make a decision. No choices are being made here, right? So currently it's like, right now, this is not even being considered. This relationship right now, this is not to say you're not on each other's minds, but you guys are very much in a space of not being ready to throw down the Eight of Wands energy. You're just not ready yet. Because once these Eight of Wands go down into the ground, that's where stability is. You know, because 8 is 2 sets of 4, and 4 is about stability. I'm just getting that you guys do not see in each other the ability at this point to be stable. But I want some more information on why. What happened? What happened between this world and the sun? Okay, delay, but was it too much delay? What was it from? What happened? What happened? Please give us information, some direction for Aries. What happened? What happened? Oop. Okay. Okay. 3 of Pentacles reverse. Okay. Not feeling like they could actually build with you. Right? Because it's the Architect card reversed. Okay. So this is one. Okay. Huh. All right. So the 3 of Pentacles upright, right? It's like I always say, is the Architect card. It's the card of building. This is you, this is them, and this is that 3rd Pentacle is soul connection. It's the tangible connection that we live day to day together in our lives, right? And because it's reversed, there's something here that got in the way. All right, Wands are will and movement, and it's in reverse. So this is feeding into this delay. Aries, what the hell was in the way here of you guys pushing forward? Because then we have the 5 of Cups. Somebody did not want to let go of something here. So it's like it was this delay and this unwillingness to let go, because the 5 of Cups upright is, oh, it's disappointment. And it's not recognizing that there's still love there. This way, it's just like, no, I don't even want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. This is somebody who's very hurt. I need more. I need more. Please give me some more specific messages to this, please. More specific messages. What was the issue with this change? What was this issue that worked with the eclipse that brought on this change for Aries and their partner? Anxiety, okay. Queen of Pentacles, okay. All right, hold on. You know what? I'm getting more specific here, so I'm going to keep pulling a couple. Okay. All right. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Let's pull all these up. Okay, 9 of Swords. This is the 3 a.m. card. Anxiety. Okay, this is anxiety. What am I going to do? How am I going to handle this? I really am so confused. This is losing sleep. Now, this can come from external circumstances, things happening in real time, or it can just be, you know, your own internal demons working on you, or your partner, right? This is one or the other. Those internal demons really working on your insecurities and your fears. The dangerous thing about this energy, though, sometimes, Aries, is that often we create these false narratives in our mind if we don't have all the answers, right? And I feel like you didn't have all the answers just because that Seven of Cups came up. And then what happens is when you stop being suspicious because you're not getting all the information, or some of the information sounds weird to you, or it sounds incomplete, what do as human beings, right? We end up filling in what we believe to be true, right, into the situation. And sometimes we're wrong, sometimes we're right. Sometimes we're wrong, but regardless, it creates this type of anxiety. So the Queen of Pentacles is just all about this very strong desire to feel connected, to have everything that you need, to feel that firm foundation, right? Because remember, Pentacles is money, but it's all resources, including mental health, physical health, and that soul connection. So it's very much this desire, but at the same time, we're dealing with the Magician energy, which is a trickster energy in the reverse. Okay, so this is somebody who is not being honest. So somebody was not being honest here, Aries. 100% dead ass honest. They were not. We got the Hierophant reverse. Absolutely. These two together, that's some shady shit going on there. Somebody was shady here. Absolutely. Leaving one of you in this Four of Swords energy thinking, how am I going to move forward now? What am I going to do? Very in your head, in this space of needing to take a time out to figure out, how am I going to move forward? We've been through so much. Because remember, the Four of Swords, this person's been to battle. And they came back and they lived to tell the tale. And they're laying on top of their coffin that they had made for themselves before they went off to battle. They came back from battle. They made it through. And now they're in a space of thinking, now what? What's my next move? So there was some shady behavior that went on here. Something that challenges morality, so something shady. The best word for this is a trickster energy, the Magician reverse. Because the Magician upright is all about bringing things, into reality and manifesting things. Nothing can manifest because somebody's too busy being manipulative. There's a manipulative vibe here, guys. It's a manipulative vibe. Yes. Yes. And this left somebody in this Four of Swords energy. Okay. So the challenge here is, I've been through it, man. Look at me. Look at my little bandage on my head. I want to put these swords down. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure how to move forward. This is somebody who has the will to move things forward, has the will and the want and the desire to create a firm foundation. Then we have the Knight of Swords energy. And this is another one. This is another, manipulator card, right? And the Knight of Swords reverse this also indicates somebody who parties a lot, okay? And this could have been the challenge. So this could be just somebody's behaviors. It doesn't have to only be partying, having to do with drinking or anything like that. It could also be just someone who is not, because swords are thoughts, right? Thoughts and words. And in the reverse, those thoughts and words are not being shared. They're not being dealt with in an honest way. So what does that mean? That means manipulation. That means being secretive. Okay, and this means one of you was just like on the receiving end of this, vibing all of this, feeling highly, highly uncomfortable. And this was the challenge. The challenge was, we can't move forward if this way of behavior is going to continue. But now we have the outcome. Now, the Lover's card means a couple of things, but the Lover's card in and of itself does not mean that they're running off into the sunset. Because if you notice, even though they're being blessed by Archangel Raphael and the sun's there and everything's wonderful, we can't ignore the fact that we have the clouds there. And the clouds between them, see, they're not even holding hands yet. The clouds between them are conflict, issues in the relationship that need to be dealt with. And right now, I get that there is a desire to really look at this conflict and really try to work things out. But with the Five of Pentacles energy, it's like you guys can't see where the answers are. The answers are right in front of your face on and how to rectify this situation, but you're just not able to actually see it, because it's the Five of Pentacles. Is, you know, look at them, they're starving, they're all, you know, they're a little bit of a hot mess there, but they don't understand, like, the help is right there. You just have to look over your shoulder. You can find shelter from the cold in there with money and shelter and help, but they're not recognizing it. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is another, you know, wanting to come in. You know, the upright is the wanting to come in and make that tangible connection, right? Make that soul connection, build a firm foundation, you know. But here, no. This is ego. Ego. And the thing is, because you guys have the Wheel of Fate here, the Wheel of Fortune is the Wheel of Fate. So it really does, honestly, this card is really driven by the cards that are surrounding it. It typically does go in a positive way if things are being dealt with in a moral manner, right? But I'm getting that you guys are just getting in each other's way, but yet it's like this relationship that of all of the nonsense got cleaned up. This would be a beautiful union. Be a beautiful union. There's too many external things going on here. I'm surprised we don't have a Three of Swords here. I'm happy we don't have the three, but you know, that Hierophant reverse, I don't know. That Magician reverse. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice, Spirit. Let's get some advice for this union. And then we'll pull the yes/no cards. Let's get some advice, please. 3 cards for advice, please. 3 cards. Come on. Hangman reverse. Boop, boop, boop. All right, the Hangman reverse means that one of you or both of you are holding on to a vision, an image of the relationship that is not based totally in reality, but is being looked at through rose-colored glasses. And the advice here is to take a new perspective to how you are approaching your emotions and your reflections on the relationship there. This is an acknowledgement that the relationship, at least how it was over. And this Tower, obviously, I'm assuming, because of the context of the spread, it's your relationship, but it's also a red flag that one of you or both of you need to update your values, your moral system, the way in which you frame reality, which makes sense to me. That really feeds into the changes with the lunar eclipse, and the building blocks, right, is all about, you know, really recognizing where change needs to be made, right? Absolutely. The Three of Cups upright is about, this is a celebratory card, right, in the most mundane level, but really, this is about just spending some time with friends and family and just trying to find some goodness right now in this very uncomfortable space. Trying to find solace and comfort with people who care about you. It's not reversed, so I'm not really getting too much of a, you know, because in the reverse, this can mean like sexual irresponsibility and things like that. I'm not getting that, but I am getting that you guys are going to really try to be pulling yourself out of a space where you're going to allow yourself to meet new people. These are 2 very tough energies, the Hangman reverse and the Tower, obviously, right? I mean, not easy energy to deal with at all. At all. No. So let's get a card, please. Does Aries partner miss them right now? Right now, as we're doing this reading. Does their partner miss them? right now? Does their partner miss them right now? Slowing up, slowing up. Yes, they do. Okay. Please give me a card, a yes, no card, to indicate if Aries and their partner will be getting back together. Will the energy support a reunion? Will the energy support a reunion? Will the energy support a reunion at any point? I don't do reversals with these yes, no. Strength, very strong card. Yeah, I mean, look, okay. Aries, do with this what you wish, but they miss you, and the energy will support a reuniting. But I feel like you guys need to be in this space to take the room, to figure out what the hell happened. And why was there that delay? Who's been acting left of center and not in alignment with a healthy relationship here? And you know what? Honestly, the Magician, the Hierophant reverse, all of this could just be like the human condition gone wackadoo, right? In response to very deep pain, as that that we feel often when we end a relationship that mattered a great deal for us. It's in our attempt to regain our footing in something, right? Not uncommon. Listen, if this is your energy, forgive yourself. It happens. But yeah, right now, Aries, focus on the building block energy. Focus on that. Just, putting one foot in front of the other, and just really kind of, clearing the landscape, and just, cleaning out any of the bad pieces in your foundation. And in this way, no matter what happens, you're going to be in a good space to receive a healthier relationship and not repeat patterns in your life that don't serve your ultimate good, Yeah. Okay, Aries, that is what I have for you. I'll see you guys next week for the September reads. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.